Back like we never left. BDA. What's going on, people? It is started a bit late, and I apologize for that. You know how that goes. But it's been a while. I feel like I haven't made a video in a while. I made that reaction video to that anime fan thing. When anime fans take it too far. But yeah, we're gonna start getting back to making some more videos. But a few things to talk about. Again, I'm gonna be doing this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 o'clock. Around 8 o'clock. At 8 o'clock. That's the goal. At 8 o'clock, have talk for an hour about certain topics. And again, if you have questions or you have comments about anything you want me to discuss on the next episode or the next whatever, just leave it in the comment section. Just let me know what you'd like me to talk about, because this is for you guys at the end of the day. Anything you want me to talk about, I will discuss, and then get some things off my chest. So that's what it's about, yo. It's for you guys and for me to connect with you guys on a different level. And like I said, Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, 8 o'clock for an hour. Okay. So let's get right into the first topic. First topic is, well, first let me say what's going on, Seamaster. I see random animes here. Thank you guys on Seamaster. You mentioned that it's 2 o'clock where he is, and he's on the stream right now, so I do appreciate it, bro. Really, I do. So let's talk about, is One Piece overrated? Now, I'm a huge fan of One Piece, and I think One Piece is one of the best shows I've ever seen. That's what I think about One Piece. I do. But do we think One Piece is overrated? Like, do we think that... Well, first, let me talk about the meaning of overrated. Okay? Overrated means you have a higher opinion of something or someone more than it's deserved. Okay? So, based on what we know about One Piece, is One Piece overhyped, yo? And I think it's going to be biased based on what I say, because I'm a huge fan of the show. But I gotta say, yeah. Yeah, that wasn't expected, right? For me to say, yeah, One Piece is overrated. But yeah, I think One Piece is kind of overrated. Now, One Piece, as far as sales, manga sales, all that, is number one. But again, sales does not equal quality. We know that. I mean, that kind of gets skewed a little bit because we kind of tie sales into quality. And I see Seamaster saying it's underrated, but okay, he said the anime is underrated. All right, cool. The anime, let's touch on that first. Let's touch on the One Piece anime. The One Piece anime, is it underrated? Yes. I agree with the anime being underrated, because a lot of people really hate the One Piece anime. They really do. And when you ask them, why do you hate the One Piece anime? The pacing sucks. The pacing is terrible. And I agree. The pacing is pretty bad. The pacing for the One Piece anime is pretty bad. But there's certain moments in the anime where you can really enjoy One Piece. Okay? Because for me, it's hard for me to get into a manga without seeing an anime, because that's how my brain works. But I mean, without seeing an anime, your mind is left to wander, and you make up these voices and how these characters interact on your own. So maybe that can be more fulfilling. But if you have an anime, you have kind of a starting point. And I believe a lot of people work that way too, where they work from the anime and then they transition to the manga. Okay, so for me, seeing an anime and then going to a manga, it's a lot easier, because when they do different things and quirks, it's easier. It's a lot easier to understand it because I've seen anime. I've seen it animated, so I can relate better to it. just seeing a manga or reading a manga and not seeing any of these things, it kind of dulls it for me. It's kind of dull. I'm not sure if that it's like that for anybody else, but it's kind of dull, man. It's like I'm reading the manga and it's like, oh man, I guess that should be funny. But if you've seen the anime, like with the One Piece anime, with Brooks' jokes and his laugh, if you've never seen the anime and you read the manga with Brooks' jokes, it doesn't hit the same. Or even Luffy, it doesn't hit the same as if you know how it's supposed to sound. Now, the anime, it definitely has its flaws. The pacing is the biggest flaw. Some people don't really like the art and the animation style. I think One Piece is unique in that way where it's different. The way everything One Piece does is different. That's why it's so popular and it's good. It's a good anime. Now, the pacing is a problem. The art and animation is a problem. And from there, I don't have that more problems with the anime. Okay, I really don't feel that the art and animation is that bad. I think it's pretty good. Looking from where we came from, like, come on, we know that everything has improved, and One Piece is different. It's just different, and I enjoy it for what it is. The anime is such an amazing experience if you're binge watching and you're watching episode after episode. It really, I would say, it really connects. Like watching that episode when Ace got killed, and the Chopper backstory, that Law backstory, Sanji's backstory, Robin's backstory. Watching that animated, it gives you a different feeling than if you read the manga, and that's just my personal opinion. Okay, but as far as the manga now, okay, because we agree, the anime is underrated. Okay, but let's talk about the manga and the story of One Piece, how it's written, and the overall aspect of One Piece. One Piece is overrated because sometimes I think it's terrible writing. I think it is sometimes where sometimes we watch One Piece or we read One Piece and some things happen, and because we love the show so much, we accept it. And I do that as well. I just accept it. It's One Piece. What you gonna do? Not gonna drop the show. And the thing is, one thing does not make a show bad. Like you can't look at one thing and be like, man, that's the reason why this show is terrible. Like, I don't think one thing makes a show terrible. Like, you can't say, oh, that character Buggy, that's why I hate One Piece. No. If that's why you hate One Piece, you never liked One Piece in the first place. Honestly. But One Piece, though, for example, Luffy versus Rob Lucci. I'm in the minority on this one, but I believe Luffy should have lost that fight. A lot of people don't think that, but I believe so. I believe Luffy should have lost that fight. He was being outclassed in several different areas in that fight. If you go back and watch that fight, he was being outclassed, clearly. But he ended up pulling it out. Even the crocodile fight. There's no way Luffy, based on what we know about Crocodile now, and what he did at Marineford, there's no way Luffy should have been able to beat Crocodile. I know what he did with the water and all that stuff, but you're not telling me Luffy's beating Crocodile. Come on, man. And that whole thing with Usopp and Sugar, and these are just small examples now, just what I've seen recently, what I can remember. Usopp defeating Sugar was bullshit. That was bullshit. That whole thing was bullshit, but we accept it because that's how One Piece has been over time. Pell surviving a nuke, that's how One Piece has been over time. and we overlook things. And because it's so immensely popular, we accept it. And again, that's not saying One Piece is a bad show. One Piece is one of the best shows I've ever seen and read. But the opinion of One Piece is higher than it deserved. So yes, I think people think too much or praise too highly of One Piece. And we overlook the flaws. That's just my opinion. But let me know what you think about One Piece being overrated, though. Do you think that we just accept it because it's One Piece, or is it genuinely overrated? Because that's what I think. Okay? See random anime saying he prefers the anime to the manga. I do when we're getting good stuff. When we're getting good stuff, I prefer it. I would say that. When we're getting good stuff, I prefer it. When the pacing is great. Like that episode with, I mentioned this before, with Lao Ji versus Sai. Man, the animation. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Bro. It was just unbelievable. Okay, so Seamaster says Naruto is overrated. Yes, it is. It's overrated. How can you, it's overrated. There's a lot of flaws in Naruto. As far as story writing, the excessive filler. Naruto episode review coming tonight. / rant. I don't even care what the episode number is. That's how bad it was. But yes, Naruto is overrated. And Seamaster says, I hated how the community acts like the manga is better than anime. And my response to that is, I think because of what's been happening with anime and manga. Whereas more than likely you're going to read a good manga and have a bad anime. Like Kingdom is one of the best manga I've ever read, but the anime is probably on the opposite side of the spectrum where it is terrible. Right? It's really bad. And that's not saying that every anime and manga is like this, but that's how Kingdom is. And Kingdom is really good. I prefer Fairy Tail's anime to the manga. I do. Then we have the question is why do the fans not accept Fairy Tail's flaws? Now, Fairy Tail and its flaws, I've accepted them. I've accepted Fairy Tail for what it is, and I'm not gonna argue Fairy Tail anymore. I believe that the community keeps trying to turn Fairy Tail into something it's not. Like, stop trying to turn Fairy Tail into Naruto or One Piece. That's not what it is. I know we enjoy those shows very much, but that's not what it is. Fairy Tail is its own thing. Fairy Tail does what it wants. Okay? The fan service, the random power-ups, all those things are what makes Fairy Tail Fairy Tail. And at some point, we have to come to accept that Fairy Tail is not going to be One Piece or Naruto. And I've accepted that. Fairy Tail is going to be a show with fan service. It's going to have power-ups. It's going to have great art, great animation, a lot of funny moments. The serious moments are not going to be that impactful. It's not dark. Do not try to make it out that way. But all in all, it's an entertaining show. And the goal is to be entertained, is it not? Fairy Tail is not trying to capture the elitists that are so critical of anime. That's not what Fairy Tail is trying to do. Clearly, Fairy Tail is walking to the beat of its own drum. And I'm like, okay, okay. That's what you want to do. I'm fine with it. So again, let me know what you think about One Piece is as far as it being overrated. And also throw Naruto in there. And Fairy Tail. Do you think those series are overrated as well? Now, next topic is, does filler have to be bad? Does filler have to be bad? Now, this question arises from the recent episode of Naruto. And if someone enjoyed that episode, it was basically off nostalgia, because there's no way that you can watch that recent episode of Naruto and said, you know what? I enjoyed that episode. That was a good episode. Fuck that. You did not enjoy that shit. No, you did not. No way. No way, bro. Like, they could have done anything. Okay? They could have done anything with Naruto, or this episode of Naruto. Anything. Because this is filler. Last episode, I said if they killed Naruto in this filler episode, that would show us how everyone would react to a main character getting killed. It would be different. In the regular story of Naruto, we know that you cannot kill that character. This is filler. You could have explored that and shown us something different. Immediately, that filler episode would have been better. It would have been better. And like C Master says, Team Shikamaru being on the same level of Team Jiraiya, bullshit. Naruto being able to do Uzumaki Barrage on Hidan is bullshit. Grown Naruto, Asuma, could barely touch Hidan. Asuma. But Naruto? Pre-time skip Naruto? You have got to be kidding me. That was just pathetic. That was pathetic, bro. But that's where Naruto is now. But does filler have to be bad? No. I've seen a lot of great filler episodes. I know when I used to watch Bleach anime, it had some good filler episodes. One Piece can have some great filler episodes. Great filler episodes. I remember that episode where Law had to go against Luffy, but Luffy was being controlled. Right? And that was a good filler. I enjoyed that. They didn't give you too much where you could say Law is definitively stronger than Luffy, or Luffy is definitively stronger than Law, but they gave you enough to keep you interested. Like with filler, you can veer off and do whatever. Do whatever. We're not going to recognize filler as canon, bro. We're not going to do that. So you don't have to just chop the quality in half as far as animation and art and do whatever you want with it. I agree, Master, that ending with Nagato, bullshit. Why, Naruto? Why? I know it's ending and you're trying to milk it. Milk it right. Milk it right. Listen, man. Huge fan of Naruto. Huge fan of One Piece. But doing things like that is just, come on. We can't do things like that. Like, you cannot, like, one who signs off from these episodes sometimes. Like, oh, okay. Yeah, it's cool. Just send that out. Yeah, just send it out to anybody. Just send it out to the viewers. They'll be okay. It's One Piece. Or it's Naruto. They'll be okay. They're not going to trip off it. So who cares, man? Who cares? That's how they look at it. So again, in my opinion, filler definitely does not have to be bad. Okay. But Naruto definitely has to step up his game. It definitely has to. Master says the only part I liked was the Yahiko stage part when he's acting like Jiraiya. Yes, that was funny. That was funny. I did enjoy that part as well. It had some funny moments. It did. But based on the last few episodes of filler, Karin's backstory, the last episode where you thought Naruto was going to die, it lacked that where I'm not remotely interested in next episode. I didn't even check for the preview. I didn't, because the route that they took, bringing in the Akatsuki and just messing with it, no. Ugh. Blech. Black. I'm just, come on, bro. I want to work on some more videos. I do. The live streams are cool, but some coordinated videos, I've been working on a few, and I will be releasing them soon. It's just taking a while. Again, I'm working with a new interface, and my editing is going to be a bit different. That's what I'm working with. I'm trying to improve the quality of my content. That's my goal. And if I can do that and cater to my subscribers at the same time, I would have accomplished what I'm setting out to do. That's what I'm trying to do. So maybe tonight I may drop a new video if I get everything completed in time, because editing takes time. So maybe tonight I will be dropping that new video. Again, my Naruto review. Well, okay, I'm not calling it reviews anymore. They will not be called reviews. I'm going to call, when I discuss these Naruto episodes or One Piece episodes, I will call these discussions. That's what I'm going to call them. Discussions. Discussion/review. But first and foremost, it's a discussion. Because I don't want you guys to feel like I'm talking at you, like I'm forcing my perspective on you. No. I'm letting you know my perspective and what I think about it. And I'm also taking into what you think about it. And that's what we're going to get as a result. Okay? Because there's been times where I've said something, then I see someone comment like, oh shit, that's a great point. You know what? You're right. You saw that differently than I did, and it was better than how I saw it. And so reviewing, I believe that's okay. I'm recapping. I'm going to review, I guess, and then, but I want to discuss the chapter or episode. I want to get my subscribers. I want to get you guys feedback. I want to see what you guys think about it, because that is important to me. Because the main goal of starting this channel in the first place was interactions between my peers and everybody on YouTube. That was the focus, to interact with others, to discuss anime or anything else. And again, we're not just going to talk about anime on this channel. We are going to veer off to different things, real life things. Again, everything is a work in progress. You can't go into a new building as a manager and just implement all these rules off the bat, one step at a time. And that's how I'm taking it. Master, thank you, man. You say I will be a great reviewer. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Really, I do. Because I'm trying to give you guys the best quality and the best content on YouTube. That is what I want to do. Where you can say, yeah, this guy that I watch, yeah, great quality, great content, no bullshit. Everything has bias in it. I can't say no bias. Everything will be biased. everything. It's hard to not have bias in anything you do on YouTube, especially a review or a discussion. It's my perspective. It's my opinion. It's gonna be biased. So that's my goal, man. And I thank you guys so much for supporting me. Again, my 200 subscriber special that will be dropping either tonight or tomorrow night. Yes. And again, that suggestion was from I'd rather not say. I won't say yet. I will mention it, but not yet. But yeah, man, that's all I had to talk about tonight. Again, this is going to be a daily thing during the week. The weekends I would use those days to work on other things. But during the week we will have Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 o'clock. I'm going to try, if I can do it sooner, around 7 o'clock. I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to try. But at the moment, 8 o'clock. Because the thing is, I'm not sure what times I get home. Everything, it's like I don't want to give you guys a time and then I don't meet a deadline. Then I'm not standing behind my word if I keep breaking my promises of being every night at 7 o'clock. And I don't want to do that to you guys. I'd rather say no, an hour later, and then I'm there at 8 o'clock to discuss these topics. That's what I want to do. I want to start. I should have started this already, but for the football season, I wanted to start talking about each game, just giving my insight on each game that's going to happen. To have a discussion about football. I may talk about a few basketball games, the baseball stuff that's happening. I'm not a huge fan of baseball, but I watch it on ESPN. So if you watch ESPN, you're an expert, right? So I may start maybe tomorrow, just go through the games, tell you what I think about them, what's going to happen, and then just go from there so we can have discussions about things other than anime. Again, at the end of the day, we are humans and we have different things that we're interested in. Maybe we can find something else other than anime that we have common interest in and we can discuss it. That's like the goal of this channel is just to interact and just have a good time. All that drama that's going on in the YouTube community right now, or the YouTube anime community, if you want to call it that right now. Listen, I want no parts of that, yo. Like I feel like that's such a waste of time. How is that constructive if we're wasting time talking about other people and how they do or how they put out content? Like, I don't feel like that's beneficial at all. Like, that's just making you look like a jerk. Like a freaking jerk. And I try not to be a jerk most times. I try not to. So that's not what I'm at. If someone engages with me, I still won't engage. It's pointless. Maybe if it's, I don't know. I don't think me going at another YouTuber, that's not in my future at all. But you never know. But never say never, I guess. You never know how someone may approach you and what may or may not be disrespectful to put someone over that edge. Don't push me because I'm close to the edge. Okay, I'll stop that. But I'm just excited, man, for the future of this channel and just to bring you guys good content. So thank you again, C Master. Thank you for staying around to watch this, man. I appreciate it. And I was mad late where you are. Thank you, man. I really do appreciate that. But that's it though. Again, Naruto review tonight. I may drop some other stuff tonight. Thank you guys so much for your support. It definitely motivates me. So C Master, you have a good night, man, and or good morning, I should say. And all you guys out there, thank you again, and have a good one.